So let's start the exercise 13.1, and the first question is, following are the car parking charges near a railway station up to 4 hours 60 rupees, 8 hours 100 rupees, 12 hours 140 rupees and 24 hours 180 rupees. This is the charges taken by the parking slot for 4 hours, 8 hours and so on, and the rate is given here, so on. So let's see what is asking in this question. So check if the parking charges are in the direct proportion to the parking time. Here we have to check the proportion are given in direct proportion or not. So the given information is represented in a table like that. Number of hours are represented here and the parking charges is represented here. Okay, so we can take it X and Y also. Now if here, as we can see that if the number of hours are increasing, then the charges are also increasing. That means it is in the direct proportion simply. So you can see the ratio of the parking charges to the number of hours as follows: 60 upon 4 is equal to 15. That means this is the rate which is taken by a parking slot for 1 hour, 15 rupees, and 100 upon 8, that means 25 upon 2. You have to just simplify it, or we can say 4 2s are 8 and 4 25s are 100. We can divide it. Now also simplify this. So what we get, if the number of hours 4, 8, 12 and 24 are increasing so on, then the charges will be also increasing. Since all the ratios are different from each other, the parking charges are not in the direct proportion to the parking time. And here the data which is given, so it is not equivalent to each other, because if we are solving it, so we do not get a same value after division. If we divide 60 upon 4, then we get 15 and so on. 100 upon 8 is equal to 25 upon 2. Similarly 140 divided by 12 is equal to 35 upon 3. That means 15, 25 upon 2, 35 upon 3 and 15 upon 2 are the different datas. So it is not in a direct proportion which is equivalent to each other. So that's all the question number first. Now the next question is question number 2. A mixture of paint is represented by mixing 1 part of red pigment with 8 part of base. In the following table, find the parts of base that needed to be added. So the parts of red pigment is mixed in the paint is 1:8. That means if 1 part is added of red pigment, then 8 part of base will be added. So if we are adding 4, 7, 12 and so on 20, so how many parts of the base will be there, or we have to find in which proportion it is given. So let's see the solution. The given mixture of paint is represented by mixing part of a red pigment with 8 parts. That means if we are adding 1 part of red, then we are adding 8 part of base. Simply the ratio is given in 1:8. So this is the 1 and 8, that means 8 times. So we can write the 8 times of the particular number. 4 8 ja, then 7 8 ja, 12 8 ja and 20 8 ja. So simply we have to take the values x1, x2, x3 and x4, and it is given in the ratio of 1:8. That means you have to see here 1:8, that means 1 upon 8, and it is equal to 4 upon x1, 7 upon x2, 12 upon x3, 20 upon x4. This is in the equivalent fraction. So we have to find the values. X1 will be multiplied with x and 8 will be multiplied with 4, and we get 32. That means simply 8 times of 4 will be equal to 32. Similarly 8 times of 7 is equal to 56 and 96 and 166, so on. So if we are adding 4 parts of red pigment, that means we have to add 32 parts of base, and so on. If we are adding 7 parts of red pigment, then we have to add 56 parts of base, and 12 parts of red and 96 of base, 20 parts of red pigment, then 160 parts of base we have to add. Therefore the parts of a base to be added are as shown the follows. The data we have to add here, and this is the solution of this question number 2.